I think for the transfer portal, the good of it, I think the D-Rob shows the good side of it.
Yeah.
I think.
I guess. I mean, you did it twice, get you some PT.
Yeah, well, I think the first time he did it was more of a, what he used to get closer to home.
The homesick thing?
Yeah. The second time was all playing time. I mean, anybody that looks at that knows that he hasn't moved on the depth chart in 5 years.
Yeah, he got jumped over. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, and he saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
And we know where Auburn's been lacking on offense, other than offensive line, which has been lacking for years. Their wide receiver, especially with Seth leaving. And now
no Schwartz, no Seth.
And I think the Bo Nix, TJ Finley's going to be more of a quarterback battle than people might want to say, because TJ Finley's a heck of a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does have more pressure on Nix now that Malzahn's gone, right?
Right, because now you was a Malzahn guy. Malzahn brought you in. He was going to protect you. Now TJ's more of a Harrison guy. And, where Bobo goes in with that, we don't he probably favors the TJ Finley, a big, strong arm quarterback, would favor more what Bobo wants to do at offense.
I think so.
And to me, that's just weird.
It's going to get weird.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to get weird. It might not, or maybe Brian Harrison has to play it safe and just play Bo.
Until Bo plays himself out of the job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's possible. You look at their schedule, early on.
Because he is a legacy after all.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's not a Gus, but he's a legacy. And it kind of.
Is there any Auburn fans out there that care anymore?
I think most Auburn fans that I talk to don't really care for Bo Nix.
I think they're a basketball school at this point.
Or baseball or softball, whatever's popular at the time. I mean, you look at their schedule early on, Akron, Alabama State, Penn State, and Georgia State, there's a legit shot at 4-0 or 3-1 going into that LSU, Georgia, Arkansas stretch.
Yeah.
But there's also a chance. Remember the overtime game with Jacksonville State or Utah State? Auburn's kind of had these hiccups in the past, and you drop a game to Akron, which I could see happening. Akron and Georgia State aren't going to be.
Yeah.
They're liable to beat them 45-7, but they're also liable to beat them 26-20 or lose. Alabama State, you can pretty much chalk that one up for a win for Auburn. But I mean, you look at Penn State, going to Penn State. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know nothing about Penn State.
Auburn fans ain't even. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't even hear from them anymore, so I don't even know if they just are acting like it don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, but who do you hear the most from? I mean, let's just say on social media, you hear from two fan bases outside of Georgia. If you're a Georgia fan, you hear from two fan bases nonstop. One of them you get. I understand Florida, Georgia, Florida fans. I will never understand the thought of Alabama fans putting so much time and effort in talking crap to Georgia fans. It makes zero sense.
I think I kind of see it because I think, I think Bama fans are just looking for somebody to pick on. This kind of got boring with everybody else. I mean, because look at Auburn fans; they play dead now. So now we're like the new bait.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you're talking smack to the team that.
You see, I mean, Auburn fans don't even want to fight anymore.
Yeah, well,
they'll lay down.
Well, that's where they're at with their Malzahn they gave up on 2 or 3 years ago. They have a quarterback
18.
that half the fan base don't even care for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just is what it is. In Florida, they get their one good year, and I understand how good a year it was. It was 8-4, so I understand for Florida it was a good year. And they're just acting like they're just on the verge of you lost that team.
Yeah.
That offense is gone. The only thing you're stuck with is that goofy head coach. That's what you're left with after last year.
Imagine playing in the Cotton Bowl and he said that you weren't even part of the 2020 Florida Gators football team.
Yeah.
Because that team was done after the SEC championship, right? That's what he said, right?
He don't think before he talks. He's just we call him a clown. Everybody calls him a clown. That's what he is. And, I mean, I just call him an idiot. I mean, it don't matter how smart you could be as a X's and O's guy. He is what people want to say Kirby Smart was. They would say Kirby Smart nothing but rode Nick Saban's coattails. And Kirby in 2 years did more than Dan Mullen ever did after Urban Meyer. All he did was ride Urban Meyer's coattails.